How's it going, everybody? This is the Erroneous One here with a new Kingdom Hearts Union Cross Unchained Key video. So, I did tell you guys I was going to come back and do a free-to-play slash casual play player guide for the last 4 rounds of the Gauntlet Challenge quest, which all involved the Gummicopter fleets. So I'm going to do it for you guys now. I'm going to try and do it as concisely as possible. I'm going to try and, like, do it fairly quickly, though, mainly because tomorrow's my last final for the semester, and I have a big test for that. It's going to be a comprehensive test over 28 chapters, and it's going to be like 300 plus questions, so I gotta get back to study for that one. Honestly, I might just fall asleep after this and just wake up a little earlier tomorrow and do some last minute studying before I go and take the final. But I did want to get this out as soon as possible. I was a bit late doing my free to play slash casual play run of the high score challenge previously. I did it on the very last day, and I wanted to do it earlier, but I kind of get distracted by work and school stuff. So this time I'm just gonna make sure I get this out as soon as possible. So here's what I'm gonna go in there with, starting with the first one. It's gonna be the same setup, pretty much for all of them primarily. Of course, it's going to revolve around my Divine Rose, and it's going to revolve around this guy, Zigbar B. Zigbar B is still the MVP for a lot of free-to-play and casual play setups, because he does ignore attributes, and he does hit very, very hard. Mine is still not fully built, unfortunately. One of the things I'll actually invest in paying like the 20 missions to him. Probably not going to use the Mickey and Broom him. Actually, using the Mickey and Broom we got today on my nominate, and got it from a 109% guilt to a 143% guilt, so I was pretty happy with that. But it's got to be the main MVP. He's my main damage dealer. He has no trait with him because we all used him before no trait, unfortunately. So he's this fully chip and dealt 8% guilt with an 83 max. So that'll be my main damage dealer. Now for the buffs here. I am going to utilize Illustrated Bell and Beast. Now, I know that this is a VIP medal, which means you had to buy the weekly VIP challenge one time or get this medal. Gilded doesn't matter in this case. It won't do much damage at all. I hope only damage at that. But the goal there is to dispel the status buffs on the Copter fleet and to, of course, buff you times 3. So, this is interchangeable. You guys can go there and put whatever times 3 buffer you want on this setup for you guys to utilize. It doesn't matter. You don't have to use Illustrated Bell and Beast. I'm just using this one because it's a 2-for-1 effect. You guys could change out the setup a little bit, and instead of running Illustrated Bell and Beast, you guys could run like Sebastian. Any other times 3 buffer you have, because you pretty much are going to need some 6 general buffer setup, no matter what you do. So if you're looking at the double cast on Illustrated Bell and Beast, you're set. If not, I think Sebastian and be like Sebastian if you didn't fuse them all together to guilt it or anything, or Kyrie, or Key 5, or Aerial Flounder. Any combination you have to where you're able to get like a times 6 buffers. So if you use a Pooh or Piglet or Piglet, that kind of thing, you guys can utilize those and do what you can to have that regard. But if you do that, you are going to have to probably more likely some from a spell medal in there. That could be either Alice, that could be Sword, or that could be Bell. Any of the spell units will do that, and you should be good to go. It's just going to take away a buff medal further down the line Keyblade. If you're running Keyblade, hopefully that won't help hamper that too much. Alternative Zigbar B, of course, is going to be B would be adequate for this one too. For this setup, potentially awful stuff for awful stuff for guilted possibilities too. And then if you guys don't have any really hard hitting reverse speed medal, you guys can change yours always into a different setup. This is what I'm using because this is like the most general setup I can think of to utilize for this, for these guys, and keep it on in one setup. You guys can always, of course, tailor make your setups to each copter via attribute. So, and you're gonna follow the same principles regardless. No matter what keyblade you do, you can do your best times 6 stuffing. So if you have 1 time for the double cast, ready to go there. If not, you use 2 of them and this metal. Get rid of the buffs on the enemy fleets, and then after that, you're going utilize maybe one more buff medal to get your last medal running, or anything you have potentially to get your hardest hitting slot hitting hard. And for the most part, you want to use those target medals, because those target medals do tend to do the most damage on the target, which are going to be. So anything you can do to get that thing up to time 6 strength, and any buffs you can give to it, or debuffs you can give to the enemy that hit harder, is what you want to do, because you do want to try and do these within one turn. I made this up here to take out the copter fleets within one turn, because that's the goal of the objectives. In order to get all the coins, or all the events, to get all the jewels and the magic mirror and power gem, ship and everything, you need to do all these things within one turn. This is why I made it in this fashion. So going there with that one, I'm going to go in there with Key Art 3 as my secondary, or my extra buffer to get the full time 6. Now you do not need it to be belted. It's not important that it's belted in this case. The only reason I'm using Key Art 5 in this setup is because during the anniversary event with the Illustrated Kingdom 2 Kyrie banner, if you manage to guild her, which for easy a lot of players to do, you got at least one copy of Key Art 5 that filled the pre-orb to 3 dots. So that's in this one, because while not everybody has a particular medal, players are able to get it just by guilding Kingdom Hearts 2 Illustrated in the banner, because she was easy to get, and we did have access to quite a few jewels during that event as well. So I'm hoping that a bunch of you were able to get your Kyrie, because I'm also going to be utilizing her right here. Again, the fact that she's guilted doesn't matter in this case. All she's here for is for the SP restoration and for the PSM buff and debuff on the enemy. That's what she's here for. And players, like I said, should have her in there based off point and because she's only a 5 pull so that's her in this setup. I'm going to use my Jack and Sally here. Again, this is replaceable. You guys can use any other medal you want to in here that would do some kind of buff for your Xigbar B. Since Xigbar B does ignore attributes, he's able to take the buffs to give him the best attack possible to resist this attack. So if you guys could use, like, I think Moana should boost him by a times 3 magic buff, and he should be able to take that in conjunction with times 6 up and the PSM up and down for the Kyrie. So that's what I'm going to go for in this one, because this one also does the same thing. It also gives you the 1 PSM buff and the debuff to the enemy going on that one. But make sure that too as well. I will go through this again, and I'll change my value with Moana just to confirm that. I'm pretty sure that's how that's going to work out with the ignoring attribute, but we'll find out momentarily. And then, of course, Xigbar B. Since this is a power copter fleet, I'm going to go in there with a strong magic medal, which means I'm going to borrow my ally Ponger's HD Ursula. Because this one does have 83 max, and it does have an extra attack on it. Not too bad. Anything else will be there, though? Does not look like it. Millicent. What's some yours? I mean, if that had an I'd be over. I'll be all over that one. That would cause some serious damage. Okay, so we're gonna borrow Ponger's Ursula. So let's see what we can do against this copter fleet with this setup right here. I'm going to do my best to not use my Nova in this case, because I know a lot of people don't have a Nova level as high as I do, so. Alright, that takes care of the pesky defenses up it has. Okay, minimal damage, like I said, it doesn't matter if it's guilt or not. It's not going to do enough damage to overall matter, really. In this case, okay, so there's that. Jack and Sally does proc. Well, Jack and Sally pretty much just took it out. Pretty sure I can just tap now, yeah. Alright, so that's that setup. Obviously, that setup is going to be really, really useful for that one in particular. Might have to test out that damage cap on the Black Copter fleet, which is the last one, to get the damage escalation, to see to make sure Moana would actually buff, or to make sure Xigbar B would actually benefit from the buff from Moana. Okay, so that was that one. Obviously, that was a level 325, and that setup worked just fine and dandy against that one. Now we're going to come here to the Yellowcopter fleet, and so we're going to do the same thing, same setup, same situations in this regard, but as opposed to using Ponger's Ursula, I'm going to borrow my ally Ascarian's King March 2, Illustrated King March 2 Sora. So we're going to add this dude. See what we can do here. I don't think I'm going to reach him again either. My setup seems to be pretty good for just knocking him out as a stand before I get to my ally medal, but same deal. So there's that one. We got this one here. And then there's that, and that one. And alright, so we got times 4 health bars. Let's see what Zigbar does here. Oh, yep. 48k a hit at minimum is pretty tanky on that one. Not bad at all. Alright, so there's that one. Alright, so now we're going to come in here into this one too as well. It's going to be the Blue Copter fleet, so we're going to want a decent speed medal, which means in this case we'll be going in there with King's KDG medal, which again is pretty much pumped up. And this one has aerial enemy minus 60, so no matter what happens right now, this particular medal is going to wreck the Copter fleet regardless. So I'm coming to the conclusion that overall, for most things, for traits, if I'm able to get them, I really want a combination of both aerial and ground enemy defense minus 60%, because that covers all bases. If you have a medal that has both those attributes on it, and it doesn't matter what enemy you encounter, it's always going to deal that extra damage. It actually does more damage overall than if you had a times 1000 strength trait on them too as well. So that's something to think about in terms of what it does. So I was quite pleased to see that. 3, not too bad for that one. Okay, Kyrie, go off, and Chicken Sally. Alright, 3 bars left. Let's see what Ziggy will do. Ooh, Ziggy didn't proc for once. Well, he still knocked him out, which is great. But yeah, my AB3 max is not fully upgraded there yet, so that's why he only has a 98% proc rate. One of the few times it doesn't work out. Alright, so there's that. So like I said, this setup here should knock out all the Copter fleets mainly because, like I said, the main focal point is Zigbar B and getting Zigbar B pumped up and ready to go. I am going to borrow Ascarian's one again because it does a little more against it, I think, if I need it. If it even gets past Zigbar B. Alright, so we're going to take that chest again, come back in here. Okay, here we go. 17, so it's going to knock those out, and review. Kyrie. Jack inside as well there. Alright, this time we have 10 health bars left, quite a bit left. Ziggy does proc this time, which is good. He deals 50,000 a hit. Zigbar B, guys. That is that is an amazing, amazing medal. Like I still have one spare AB3 Max plus SPH2, and I still want to save it for like a tier 5 medal, but I'm tempted to actually still put it on that Zigbar B, because Zigbar B does comparable damage to a tier 5 medal at times with a lot of things, so he's so versatile. I'm not sure if I actually want to use it on him or not though. So we'll see about that one. I don't know. Say hi to Cat. Hi Cat, say hi. She is watching things. She's doing things. She doesn't like this. She doesn't like this at all. But this is what she gets for jumping on my lap when I'm making a video. She gets displayed across the internet. Alright, so we are going to go back and do a setup. So I'm going to do this a bit, this would be, I guess, a slightly longer video now on the whole, but I did want to compare this. So Zigbar B dealt about 50,000 damage a hit on level 450 Black Copter Fleet, 6 times. So that was about 300k in damage overall, right there, with the 6 hits. What I'm going to do right now is test out Moana. If she does more, there than with Jack and Sally, that's going to be good to know. And also, mainly just test out that idea I had. Like, will a ×3 buffer work out a little better? Because Moana gives you a ×3 magic strength by 3 tiers for 3 turns. So that's good to know. And since he does he ignores attributes, he should take any buffs, I want to say, and to power up. If I remember that right. Or I'm not sure, that's just like a World of Final Fantasy Metal quirk. I forget. So we're going to go test this out right now. Let's find out. Alright, so level 400 Black Copter Fleet. Moana did do all that. Or, not Moana. Zigbar B dealt 50,000 damage to it earlier. Let's see what it'll do now with this setup. Alright, Alright. Do I have anything on Moana? I forgot if I did. Yeah, she's attack boost too. Okay, okay. So let's see what he does now. He procs 30. Oh, so he does not. Okay, so that's good to know. I guess only the waffle medals based off their buff and debuff. Yeah, based on their buff and debuff, they're the ones that benefit from any form of PSM strength. Just because he ignores attributes doesn't matter. You need one that buffs speed. So that's good to know. So I didn't know that. I was under the assumption that all medals that ignore attributes gain the buffs of any kind, but I guess that's not the case. It's only gonna be the ones that actually the World of Final Fantasy medals are the ones that are gonna do that. Ooh, not even waffle. Well, not even that sword can knock him out. Good to know. Very good to know. No, we're not going to waste jewels that way. Alright, so that was more of a casual to play setup there. Going to more, I guess, a more overall free-to-play route in this case. I am going to do what I said earlier, so I'm going to swap out some medals real fast. I am going to go in there with Sebastian, because a lot of players are able to get Sebastian. And again, mine's guilted. It doesn't matter that mine is guilted. It has no impact on anything at all whatsoever. He's only going to do 1 damage regardless. He just needs to be there to give you a ×3 buff. I'm going to move Kyrie right over here. Moana's out. I'm going to keep Kyrie and Key Art 5 there because, again, I said a lot of players are able to guilt Kingdom Hearts 2 Illustrated Kyrie because of her ease of acquirability during the anniversary banner. And because you're able to guilt her, a lot of people have the Key Art 5. But again, it's interchangeable in this case. You guys can throw in Jack and Sally instead of Kyrie there. You guys can throw in any other ×3 buffer you need to instead of Key Art 5 there. Again, if you have a ×3 buffer that has double cast on it, you guys don't need to worry about that. You guys can just put the buffer medal on the front and then put your Dispa medal after that. So I'm going to walk in there with, I guess it's Rebel. But again, any Dispa medal you have, any Dispa medal you have at all, doesn't matter what it is, can fit in this next spot. Doesn't matter what it is. Actually, I guess I should probably put Sebastian there. Kind of. Yeah, I guess it doesn't matter in this case, so we'll leave him there, and then we'll go get our bell. There she is. There's Belle. And that should be good to go. Alright, let's see what this does. Now, I'm saying, Right. I'm saying using Bell in this case here as well because even though Zigbar B deals a attributeless damage hit, he's still a speed metal. So those buffs that the copter fleets have against speed are still going to apply against him. So I'm going to do this one time against the Black Copter fleet because obviously if you can beat the Black Copter fleet with a setup, you can beat all of the fleets with a setup here. I'm still going to borrow, what are you at? You're 3.31 and you are 4. Oh, you know what's great? I'll try Kings right now because this one also ignores attributes as well. It deals 10 hits. I'm sorry, there's 10 hits that ignore attributes. So this got me better off. Just in case. Just to cover myself. Alright, so here we go. Alright, so Sebastian. 1 damage, like I said. Tier 5. Bell to get rid of the buffs there. Alright, so right now he has 16 health bars, so Zigbar B does proc, which is great. Yeah, he dealt way less damage because I'm lacking that extra debuff hit there, so hopefully, if you use a Nova here, it's pretty much guaranteed. Well, if I use my Nova here, it's pretty much guaranteed. If you guys have a Nova level that's going to be like over 200 at minimum, it should be able to do enough damage regardless. Not to kill it, but knock out a few more health bars there, but hopefully KDG procs here. He does not. Uh-oh. That's not good. Yeah, I'm dead here. Actually, I didn't realize I'm not using my proper outfit either. Oh, second chance proc. Okay, great. So, this is only going to count for 1 turn. I am going to try this again, though, real quick, because... Or no, you guys can RNG run this. You guys can do the RNG run. I realize that I'm wearing my Omega Raid Boss Summoning outfit. I'm not wearing my normal outfit for skill perks, unfortunately. I forgot to put it back on. I'm going to tap there, and then I'm going to activate here just to save myself some gauge. There you go. I forget that I had second chance on my Tyree there. So, those are the setup ideas, guys. The first one was more of like a casual play setup, and this last one was more of a free-to-play friendly setup. Going through here, and again, I do state that the last one was a free-to-play friendly setup because we got quite a few free jewels throughout the time period of anniversary. Not enough to not a huge amount, but we got quite a few. So most people should be able to hopefully guilt that Kyrie and get the key art 5. But again, they are interchangeable. You guys can take those 2 medals out, and you guys can put in any other buffer or Time C buffer medal you guys have. For instance, let's see. If you guys want to take that one out, you guys can go in there and put in... trying to think of something that's not illustrated Kyrie. Oh, you guys can use 2 Sebastians. There is Kyrie. Ariel and Flounder's there too as well. I'm kind of blanking on the Time C buffers. There's Kyrie, yeah. But any one of them you guys need to replace it out with. You guys would still need to keep in there your Dispeller. And the last slot can be any form of buffer or debuffer. You guys would probably be better off going in there with a... well, anything really. Anything that can boost up this Zigbar B would be the one you would go in there. So you guys would run like your Time C buffer here. You guys run your Time C buffer here. You guys would run your Dispel medal here. And then after that, you guys can interchange out anything you want. But these 3 medals are, well, those 3 type of medals, your buffers and your Dispel medals, are going to be the first 3 in your Keyblades. The last 2 are going to be medals that would either be your hardest hitter or a buff medal for that reason alone. And of course, depending on your setup, you guys may want to reverse that slot. So if you're running like Olympia, for instance, and Olympia has your biggest slot is going to be right here on... right here on this slot here. Obviously, you're going to want to put your dispel metal in the front before you do anything else. That way, your other metal can benefit the highest from that. And you guys down too, and then you can actually utilize your back metal here. Can be another support metal to deal damage, and then with your front metal, or it could be a metal that could give a support or debuff to the enemy to help support your friend metal. That's an option too. Just play around with what you guys have. Options for that kind of thing too for free to play setups. I think going in there against the Black Copter fleet there on the last slot, I think one of the best metals to have for players would be the Hurricane Field metal right here. This is a free-to-play metal that was easily farmable. No, sorry, not farmable, but you got a certain amount of him. But he's very, very powerful. Deals one heck of a hit by himself. He is AoE, and he is a single hit AoE metal, but he does deal a lot of damage going through. So he'd probably be your MVP metal in like an Olympia setup against those Black Copter fleet and against the Yellow Copter fleet. If you guys are going to go up against the magic one, you want a speed one, and that is going to be, I think, the power one. I'm sorry, the power Copter fleet. You're probably going to go in there with your Moogle Glory, which is going to have one of the strongest reverse magic slot setups there, and a free-to-play metal for that one would be Maleficent B right here, because again, she was a farmable one. Took some time, but you guys to farm a boosted version of her, so she does even more damage. I got lucky enough to get strength with 1,000 on this one, so she has a strength multiplier of 10,200, which is very high. But she would be your MVP in a Moogle Glory setup as an example against that one, against the power one, and then against the magic one. I think the Sleeping Lion has the best slot right here at the end. Right here at the end it has a 2.6 slot, which I'm pretty sure is the strongest upright speed slot, or upright slot in general for speed that isn't the Divine Rose. Yeah. Divine Rose too. So you guys can use Divine Rose. So depending on your setups, you guys can use the Sleeping Lion at level 25. It does have a 2.6 slot there, and you guys could utilize. Let's see. That would be a good one. That's free to play for that one. You guys could utilize. Come can make it interesting, but probably not effective. Young King Mickey would actually probably be a really good choice for that. If you guys are able to guild him from the High Score Challenge, he was a High Score Challenge reward medal, but he was not super easy to obtain, but he was attainable in the High Score Challenge for a lot of players to potentially guilt him. That would be an option. That's kind of the only single target metal I can think of. I mean, because Stitch is powerful, but not that strong. You guys have it. Time Silver Sora is also an option. If you guys are able to get it, KDG would obviously be a perfect one for that. That'd be a really good metal choice as well for that one. If you guys are able to get KDG, it's not free metal. I'm not sure. I don't think Sword and Roxas could do the damage enough to actually knock it out though. Which is why Divine Rose might be a little better off for that one. Divine Rose does have that 3.0 slot at level 30, but it also has a plethora of really good single target metals. So if you guys are able to do so, let's see, you guys can utilize Arlucia A. If you guys got Arlucia A, I know he is a pull metal, but hopefully if you guys are doing pulls during the anniversary event, you guys got enough to guilt him. I got strength 1,000 on mine, which is very good. But he is a 3.8 multiplier slot already on a 3.0 slot at the end of Divine Rose after it's pumped and everything. He would deal a lot of damage in that setup, so he'd be a really good choice going through for that one. Again, Zeldin B would also be a great choice. He is a free-to-play medal event. It was farmable through the quest for the orientation medal, so he'd be a really, really good choice. Larxene B, if you guys were playing when Larxene B came out, again, also a great choice as a single target hitter. So, I mean, there are options here for reverse lights. You guys probably want to stick with, like, the Divine Rose, more than likely, in terms of if you guys don't have access to Zigbar B and you want to go up against those, copter fleets right there. That'd be probably a really good choice for you guys right there, just flat out. So, here's my options, here's my ideas. Sorry, just kind of got a little rambling at the end of it there. I was just trying to think, like, on the fly. Models utilized right here, but I think reverse speed single target has better options. So you probably want to utilize the Divine Rose going through for those speed copter fleets, like the black copter fleet, and then the speed one, the yellow copter fleet. So I hope this was able to help you guys out, or at least give you guys some general ideas and setup ideas to utilize for those last 4 copter fleet enemies in the Gauntlet challenge. Let me know down below if it managed to help you guys out. I would appreciate the feedback on that one, just so I can know that I wasn't totally wrong in what I was saying for you guys over here in terms of completing these missions. And that, you guys, best of luck doing the Gauntlet challenges, guys. I'm going to get back to, well, first I'm going to eat, then I'm going to get back to studying, and then I'm going to take that final tomorrow, and so we'll see how that goes come tomorrow. But you guys have a great night. Best of luck. As always, you guys, thank you so much for watching.